Right now, the latest timeline on the Beltline construction project and what closures you'll need to know about today.
And of course, we are watching the setup into this weekend. A chance for showers and thunderstorms that could impact parts of your Friday.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Thursday morning. It's September 16th. I'm Josh Breiter.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. Happening today, expect some delays on the Beltline.
Yeah, from 9 this morning until 2 this afternoon, the DOT says one lane in each direction will be closed for construction. Westbound, the closures will be between Fish Hatchery and Verona roads. The eastbound lane will be from Verona Road to John Nolan Drive. A handful of on and off ramps will also be closed. If you drive the Beltline, you're likely very familiar with the recent lane and exit closures as part of the work being done. That can mean bringing that major thoroughway down to just one lane for much of the highway. Barrels signaling road work and closures already come out from 7 at night to 6 in the morning. But the Wisconsin Department of Transportation says it will be worth it, bringing resurfaced pavement, a new median barrier, and flex lanes, which will eventually bring an extra lane option on the road's shoulder from the interstate to Whitney Way.
There's a multitude of operations happening through the area that we need to provide that safe area for crews to get into and out of the work zone to make their work the best product as possible, as well as in a timely manner. And so there are sections where there's the lane closures, and for continuity for the drivers, we want to make sure that they're familiar each night of what to expect.
The DOT asked drivers to obey the speed limit and pay attention to keep themselves and the work crews safe. This work on the Beltline should be done by late this year, with the flex lanes opening up sometime next year.
All right, Chris Reese here now with Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, good morning. We're watching the overall setup. We're still being influenced by high pressure, so that's keeping that sunshine around today. But winds are going to be out of the south, folks, so that means we get even warmer as we go throughout today. Also, a warm front's getting ready to move through parts of the state. You're really going to feel some warmer temperatures as we move into Sunday. That's when another warm front begins to move our way. But for now, look for this area of high pressure sliding towards the south and east. We'll see a weak warm front lift towards the north, but you really won't notice that much of a change in temperature. We're going to warm up from our high of 76 yesterday to about 80 to 81 today, so about 5 degrees warmer. Eventually, this cold front comes through, but it starts to run into some drier air, and it really begins to fizzle out as it moves towards tomorrow. By Saturday, things should be completely dry around here, and completely dry is exactly what we are right now as you wake up and begin to head out the door. 51 in Madison. We do have the clear skies as well. Watertown, you're at 49, 55 at Camp Douglas, 54 for our friends in Baraboo and the Dells. You work your way down towards Rock County, Janesville, Beloit, Milton. All of you are sitting right around that 50-degree mark at this point. Here's high-resolution radar. As expected, it remains quiet for us, too, and we take you throughout the day, and here's how things really begin to respond to all that sunshine. You see those winds still moving from south to north. Temperatures warm up to about 81 to 82 for us. Some spots do stay into the upper 70s today, but for the most part, it's going to be low 80s for a lot of us. We're waking up tomorrow morning. It's 50s as you work your way further towards the east, 60s back towards the west. That's where we see a little bit more cloud cover, and that cloud cover really begins to increase as we start to move towards lunchtime. 78. Here comes the cold front now, and you see your best chance for showers moving in right there into the early afternoon. Folks, it is not a lot. Once this moves on through, it runs into that drier air. We start to see some of those shower chances falling apart as well. But also, notice we're starting to clear out as we start to move towards the afternoon and evening. This is good news for those Friday night plans, or whether or not it's those Friday night football games that a lot of the high schoolers play. It's no longer looking as rainy as it was looking, say, just 24 hours ago. But even then, rainfall amounts are going to be pretty light, generally less than about 1/10 of an inch. So here we are, your Friday night high school football forecast. Temperatures are going to stay into the 60s, but we're trending drier. We'll see a lot of cloud cover, and we will stay breezy and cool behind that cold front as well. After that, we're going to warm things back up into the upper 80s for Sunday and Monday. Then another cold front comes through that'll usher in fall just in time for the first day of fall. But we have several days of 80s and then a couple days close to 90 in that forecast. Coming up, we're going to take a look at how many 80-degree days we typically see in September and how this year is actually shaping up to normal.
I know with that 88 on Sunday, this could be my last weekend on the lake, Chris.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It could be.
Are you sure, Josh?
It could be. We'll see.
All right.
Thank you. We'll have to wait a little longer to find out who the next Fitchburg police chief will be. The Police and Fire Commission was originally supposed to meet last night to make a recommendation, but they moved it to Monday, September 27th. The decision between Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales and the Salt Lake City, Utah Police Captain Vic Sevenik. Well, happening tonight, the Wisconsin Latino Chamber of Commerce is celebrating the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month by announcing key programs and events for those in the Madison area.
Starting tonight at the night market, the market has expanded to all 6 blocks of State Street and a portion of Gilman Street. Tonight, attendees will be able to support Hispanic-owned businesses, restaurants, and shops. Members of the Wisconsin Latino Chamber of Commerce say that since COVID, these businesses have been really hard. Support tonight could make all the difference.
The State Street Association did is let's give a space for the celebration and also to honor our Latino brothers and sisters here in Dane County and in Madison, and reach out to them because I'll tell you, Taylor, what I love the most is when people say, hey, I want to partner with you. I want to know how we can connect. And that's exactly what they did.
The night market starts this afternoon at 4 o'clock. New this morning, Madison police responding to reports of multiple shots. This happened on Denton Place near Raymond Road and Whitney Way overnight. Witnesses saw a suspect wearing a white hoodie and dark pants open fire on a dark car leaving the area. No reported injuries or damage, but if you know anything that could help the investigation, call the number on your screen.
Also new this morning, Madison police investigating another report of shots fired on Mineral Point Road near the Beltline exit. Witnesses say the shots came from a vehicle driving fast down the road, and upon arriving, police found multiple bullet casings. No damage or injuries were reported, but if you know anything about this incident, you're asked to call Madison police.
A Madison area man pleading guilty to a misdemeanor charge in the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. 29-year-old Brandon Nelson, on the left of your screen here, appeared virtually in a Washington, D.C. court yesterday on a charge of parading, demonstrating, or picketing in a Capitol building. He faces a maximum sentence of 6 months in federal prison and a fine of up to $5,000.
In Washington, D.C. this morning, we're getting a better look at some of the scenes around the Capitol ahead of Saturday's Justice for J6 rally. That rally is in support of those who rioted there on January 6th. As of now, we're seeing some Capitol Police patrolling the grounds as well as some fencing going up. U.S. Capitol Police have also requested assistance from the National Guard.
If you're heading to an airport this weekend, you might see some extra officers and canines. TSA says they are boosting security at some airports ahead of Saturday's Justice for J6 rally in Washington. The TSA says it'll be keeping close watch and will be positioned to deploy if any tensions erupt. Since the January 6th attack, security has ramped up at airports in Washington and Baltimore.
Tensions continue this morning overseas as both North and South Korea continue to launch and test missiles. Both countries were seen with missiles Wednesday. Tests ran by both countries come after North Korea was first seen launching missiles off its east coast earlier this week. This is the first time North Korea tested ballistic missiles since President Biden took office.
Well, check out this video from Monona Police. The video shows officers rescuing a dog. The dog is trapped under this river dock along the Yahara River on Winnequa Road. After a failed attempt at jumping into the waters, officers just said, you know what, let's pull up the planks of the dock and pull out the dog, and that's exactly what they did. Otis here is said to be doing just fine. Officers checked on Otis and his family yesterday and say that everyone is doing well.
It's always cool to see how many people it takes to do something like that too, you know.
I know, they did the right thing no matter what it took.
A good ending. Well, the Bucks continue to make history this summer, announcing the replacement of Jim Paschke with Lisa Byington as the TV play-by-play announcer. She'll become the first female full-time play-by-play broadcaster for a major men's professional sports team. Earlier this year, Byington became the first female play-by-play voice to work with the NCAA men's basketball tournament. This will be the first season without Jim Paschke making the calls in over 35 years.
Well, how about this? Over 10,000 Brewers fans getting some free tickets to a handful of games next week, all thanks to that guy, Christian Yelich. He purchased those tickets for the team's 4-game series from September 20th through the 23rd against the St. Louis Cardinals at American Family Field. All 10,000 tickets were gone in less than 2 hours.
Not surprising whatsoever there, huh?
Yeah. I haven't heard why he did it. It was a very generous thing to do. That's incredible, though.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the meaning is behind that.
Packing those stands.
Looking ahead this morning, Quick Trip is the latest to join the NASCAR Cup Series for a sponsored race. The race will be called the Quick Trip 250 in Plymouth, Wisconsin at the Road America course. They're replacing Jockey as the sponsor. That race set to take place on July 3rd of next year.
Time right now is 6:09. Coming up, enforcing the Dane County mask mandate. Businesses are the first line of defense. We're going to take a look at how one grocery store is handling it.
Plus, the latest on the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, now in space this morning on the first all-tourist mission.
The Fall Semi-Annual Sale and Sweepstakes is on now at Ashley Home Store. Shop brand new fall furniture styles at huge discounts, up to 60% off. Then get your scratch-off card in store for your chance at specials and bonus deals. You could even win the $5,000 grand prize. Only at Ashley Home Store.
At Pick and Save, we know that the slower a banana ripens, the longer it stays fresh. So we keep things fresher than fresh by ripening them slowly.
Bananas,
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
Beyond GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Looking to update your flooring? Surgenians has you covered. Our experienced salespeople will guide you through the area's largest flooring selection so you can make the best decision. And Surgenians' reliable craftsmen ensure your flooring's installed right. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
In one instant, an accident can change your life. Gingras, Thompson & Walks has assembled the top personal injury lawyers in Wisconsin to fight for victims' rights. If you've been injured in an accident, contact Gingras, Thompson & Walks for a free consultation.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
After 40, we need anti-aging care that works.
New Revitalift Night Serum with pure retinol, our most potent retinol. In a clinical test, 100% of women showed reduction of wrinkles.
Even deep wrinkles.
New Revitalift Night Serum with pure retinol from L'Oreal Paris.
How do we make sure Pick and Save food is fresh? We put sensors on our coolers, and if something changes, we drop whatever we're doing to take care of it. That way, we can make sure Pick and Save food isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh.
Huge mattress savings are happening now during the Fall Semi-Annual Sale and Sweepstakes at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 65% off. Pay as little as $20 per month on top brands with 6 years no-interest financing, plus $300 in free furniture. Only at Ashley Home Store.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
For the most part, mask mandates are being followed here in Dane County. But in the 5 days since Dane County extended its order, people have filed 24 complaints about businesses not enforcing the policy. 15 businesses are a step closer to receiving a citation for it. News 3 Now's Christina Laurie found out that many stores are making sure customers mask up, and public health feels that its education-first approach is working.
Here at retail for us, it's been pretty much a non-issue.
A non-issue in the eyes of business owner Tim Metcalf, but still a necessary nuisance.
Prior to the order, those 70% employees didn't have to wear a mask, and I was one of them.
Similar to Dane County as a whole, more than 70% of grocery store employees at Metcalf stores are fully vaccinated. But ever since August 19th, they've been following county rules and putting those masks back on.
We're all in this together, and we all need to support each other.
A system of support is what public health officials are relying on to enforce this latest mask order. In a statement to News 3 Now, Communications Director Morgan Finke explained public health's mission is to educate and work with business owners, as opposed to punishing them for not following the mandate. Since an extended face covering emergency order started last Friday, her department's received 24 complaints. After each complaint, the health department follows up with a letter. After a second complaint, health officials follow up in person. Only then could businesses face a fine, $376 in the city of Madison and $263 outside city limits.
If you come in and you don't have a mask on, which is very few and far between, like an anomaly, then we would approach you and ask you if you would like a mask.
That was Christina Laurie reporting. The current countywide health order only applies to indoor businesses. Outdoor operators, think of places like the farmers market, fall farms, those places can enforce their own rules, especially for people who are unvaccinated. So it's a good idea to check before you go.
Continuing coverage at 6:15 this morning, the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket is now in space, carrying 4 people in the first all-tourist mission. Take a look at that. The ship rocketing off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The passengers will spend 3 days aboard their 13-foot wide Crew Dragon capsule in orbit at 350 miles altitude, 100 miles higher than where the International Space Station is. If all goes to plan, they'll return to Earth by splashing down off the coast of Florida on Saturday.
Someday, when it gets really cheap, I would do this. I think it would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Maybe in my lifetime. I don't know. We'll see.
Quite the variety of the folks that went on there, too. It was like a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
so.
I think the youngest person ever to go into space is on this flight. She's also the first cancer survivor. She was a patient at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Cool.
And now she's in space this morning.
It'll be fun to see, what their experience was when they get back.
Just wild. Chris Reese, you with me? You want to go?
You know, my problem is once it gets cheaper, does that mean it's less desirable?
That's a good question.
So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll just find some money under a rock or something and we can go into outer space. But I'll tell you what, we've been talking warm temperatures really being above average all summer long. We're still above average as we start to move towards your fall. So that being said, we felt like it is so hot so far this September, but we've really been about on par. Normally in September, we see about 6 days at or above 80 degrees. So far this year, we've only seen 3. Now, our last average 80-degree day in September happens right around September 26th. Folks, that is 10 days away. And here's our 10-day forecast when it comes to those high temperatures. We're still expecting temperatures to make it at or above 80 today. We're expecting that to happen again Sunday and Monday, along with Tuesday of next week. Now, if all of this pans out, that puts us at 7. Then we're actually going to see a cold front come through that actually keeps those temperatures cooler, but still above normal. Here's that 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. We are looking at above normal temperatures over the eastern half of the country. We can expect above normal temperatures over the eastern 2/3 of the country really to stick with us for the next couple of weeks. So even beyond that 10-day forecast, we may not be done with the above normal temperatures. But I'll tell you this, we are going to see more of those fall cold fronts trying to make their way on in. So summer's in the reds and yellows, fall is in the blues. The battle zone has worked its way on into town. So we're going to track that as we go through the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, we could be done with those upper 80s, close to 90 after this weekend. Traffic-wise, we're not seeing any issues throughout the city of Madison. That's some good news for us. Dane County is also all smooth. If you drive in from Rock or Columbia County, or maybe you drive in from Iowa or Jefferson, or even Dodge County, we are not seeing any issues. You work your way towards Baraboo, Prairie du Sac, and the Dells. Things look all green on the roadways.
We love to see it, Chris Reese.
Yes, we do.
Thank you. You've donated more than 200 coats so far in this year's Coats for Kids clothing drive. We're collecting new and gently used winter gear at all Clinky Cleaner locations, and they're going to clean them for free. They're going to be available through the Community Action Coalition later this fall. You have until October 9th to donate, and we hope to be able to donate 6,000 coats this year, so keep them coming.
A consumer alert this morning. Some frozen empanadas sold here in Wisconsin are being recalled. They were produced without federal inspection. They were sold under the SAS Food Enterprises brand. Some even had a fake inspection seal on the label. They came in beef or chicken. No illness is reported, but people are encouraged to throw them out. Well, this hotel costs peanuts. The iconic Mr. Peanut moving to Minnesota as part of Hormel Foods' acquisition of Planters. To celebrate the move, Planters is giving away a 2-night stay in this Nutshell Inn for just $3.59, the cost of a jar of peanuts. The booking opens to the public tomorrow. Only one person will win, though.
So are you a Peanut Inn or the Wienermobile kind of guy?
Do I have to choose?
Why not both?
This looks like fun.
Cheap stay.
Yeah, that looks fun, yeah. Why not? I'll whatever this thing is called, I'll try.
The Peanut Inn or whatever it was, Nutshell Inn.
There you go, $3.59. Coming up in our next half hour, we are tracking an increase in COVID cases in our schools.
But first, the unexpected guests in a small Wisconsin town.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from 90 Day Fiancé.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Associated Physicians celebrates 75 years of caring, helping, and listening. Associated Physicians. Devoted physicians, trusted care.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
It's a simple fact. Nothing kills more germs on more surfaces than Lysol spray. It's a simple fact. It even kills the COVID-19 virus. Science supports these simple facts. There's only one true Lysol. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Get a sausage biscuit or a sausage McMuffin paired with hash browns. Each bundle just $2.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
We're back at 6:24 on a Thursday morning. Jolene sharing this sunrise out of Port Washington.
That's a beautiful picture, Jolene.
Have you been to Port Washington?
It's been a minute.
It's a beautiful
place.
place.
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gorgeous country over there. And this picture captures it pretty well. Thanks for sharing that with us, Jolene. Share your morning with us. We'd love to see it. Just take the picture, post it on our social media page. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. So here in Wisconsin, if I were to say, hey, I saw a black and white animal on the side of the road, you'd be like, oh, you saw a cow. Right? Right? But these were different.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Take a look at this. New video shows zebras, zebras roaming around just outside the town of Seymour. The person who spotted the zebras say that they were friendly when he chased them off into a hayfield and away from the busy roadway. Outagamie County deputies say they belonged to some neighbors who were very quick to respond before getting them home safely about 40 minutes later.
Well, there's something you don't see every day. Right. They're just taking up the whole road. Look at that. They're in no hurry to go anywhere, are they?
I would have loved to see the response of the people that first came upon them. Like, is this real life?
I know, I'd be rubbing my eyes being like, am I dreaming? What's going on here?
For me on this schedule, it'd be like, boy, I got to get more sleep or something.
Good stuff. Hey, Chris Reese, what do you think of those zebras?
It's not something I've seen in Kentucky. I know that much. But the reality is, you know, I was at the Verona Days a couple of weekends ago and got to pet a zebra and feed a zebra.
Hey,
and
there you go.
That was quite an experience. So that was my first zebra experience in Wisconsin, too. So I guess I just don't drive around enough. We're watching the bus stop forecast for you all this morning. All right, as you head out to the bus stop, look for temperatures into the 50s. We're going to be at 72 midday, 78 by drop-off time. The reality is we will keep the sunshine around today. Those rain chances, though, move our direction as we head towards tomorrow. We're going to talk about them again coming up at 6:30.
All right, Chris, thank you. Watch out for those zebras. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When you run with Sloan's on a John Deere 1025R, you can feel the power. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
This is Iowa. We just haven't been properly introduced. Say hello to the place where rolling hills meet slow bills, where our fields, inside and out, are always growing, and where the fun is just getting started. This is Iowa. So, when are you coming to see us?
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Get great offers from GM Financial and $1,750 cash allowance on Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
When you run with Sloan's on a John Deere 1025R, you can feel the power. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Right now, COVID cases in schools are on the rise. What educators and parents are saying about it.
We are quiet for now, but rain chances and 90s are on the way. We have 3 things to know coming up in just a few minutes.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Thursday morning, September 16th. I'm Josh Sprider.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. Well, the Madison Metro School District is seeing an increase in COVID-19 cases.
In its weekly update, the district's most recent numbers show there are 83 confirmed cases among teachers, students, and staff.
Meantime, there are 407 people deemed close contacts. They are in quarantine district-wide this morning. A third of those quarantines are from Madison West. We asked Public Health, Madison-Dane County, about the situation. They wouldn't comment on it directly, but a department representative did say that these positive cases aren't unexpected.
You know, even with the best mitigation measures, you're almost always going to have some close contacts at school, but it's not always possible to maintain that distance. And then especially, you know, when kids are eating, the masks come off.
Health officials also say that schools are a bit more challenging to manage because kids 11 and under aren't eligible for a vaccine yet. Madison spokesperson told us also that based on district contact tracing efforts, there is no evidence of COVID transmission in schools themselves.
1 in 3 COVID cases in Milwaukee County last week were of children, and a mom is concerned that Milwaukee Public Schools did not notify her of a positive COVID case in the classroom.
If this is district policy that you just don't notify parents, if you feel like they sit across the room, you just don't have to tell them, and she should have been quarantined, how many people do you think that she's been around and possibly affected?
MPS policy states students that are exposed must quarantine for 10 to 14 days. Angela Holder says the health department didn't notify the family of a potential exposure until this week, even though her daughter was supposed to begin quarantining on the 2nd of the month. MPS did not respond to her claim, but says all cases are reported to the health department.
Tomorrow, attendance numbers in schools will be shared with the Department of Public Instruction to help determine districts' funding. WPR reporting that some parents in Kenosha are keeping their kids home protesting the district's mask mandate, and that could have an impact on funding. So school officials in Kenosha and here in Dane County, they're emphasizing the importance of having students in class tomorrow. MMSD says while it's important for your child to attend school every day, attending school tomorrow will help provide resources to support students and our strategic goals. We will push out some more back-to-school coronavirus updates through our mobile app when they become available. You can download it today in your app store.
6:32 right now. Madison Central Business Improvement District has partnered with the Latino Chamber of Commerce of Dane County to begin the celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, which began yesterday.
Each week, they'll celebrate a different part of the Latinx community, from food to music.
Organizers say this week, Hispanic Heritage Month, will celebrate food. The next weeks will be music, workers, and lastly, artists and makers. The Wisconsin Latino Chamber of Commerce will continue to highlight Hispanic population growth, purchasing power, and economic impact. More details regarding a Latino art fair, a new workforce economic initiative, and a youth economic navigator program, and other events will be announced during this month-long celebration. WLCC announced a revolving loan fund which will support Latino-owned businesses that have seen obstacles in accessing funding.
So it's revenue that they're getting, right? So how can we support, how can we make that conscious effort to put our money back into small communities that really need it? And again, I think at the end of the day, it's connectivity. How do we develop connectivity with someone or something that is not common to me, right?
To find more information on Hispanic Heritage Month and the Loan Fund, just go to channel3000.com.
6:33 as we check in with Chris Reese and your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, three things to know. We are quiet for now. Rain chances are on the decrease, but they still exist, and then we still have temperatures near 90 headed our way. Here's our setup right now. High pressure sliding over to the east. Our winds are turning out of the south. Meanwhile, an area of low pressure and the warm and cold front are just back to our west. That warm front, by the way, really sending some warmer temperatures towards parts of the upper Midwest. Minneapolis, 15 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago, 18 degrees warmer in Sioux Falls. Meanwhile, Madison is actually 1 degree cooler than we were at this time yesterday. But I always say it, the weather that you're seeing to our north and west, that's a sign of what's headed our way as we go through time. Here's what we're watching on Doppler track right now. Generally quiet. We will see some showers and thunderstorms throughout the northern part of the state today. Quite a couple of showers and storms up around the Apostle Islands right now. Grand Marais, the arrowhead of Minnesota, getting in on those showers and thunderstorms. But we jump down to southern Wisconsin, and it remains dry, at least for now. We're going to watch that rain chance move in as we move towards tomorrow, and that's one that's really trying to weaken on us. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But as you head out the door this morning, temperatures are at 51 for us in Madison. Janesville, you're 50, 55 in Platteville, 53 for our friends in Baraboo and the Dells. We put things into motion. This is this afternoon. We're keeping our winds out of the south. Temperatures are going to warm up into the lower 80s. Then we start to move towards tomorrow. You're waking up. We have sunshine in the east. Cloud cover starts to work its way on in from the west. And by the time we get you towards midday, that cold front on top of us, and it's that same cold front that brings a very weak chance for showers. I mean, in general, we're talking less than 1/10 of an inch of rain for most folks as this moves on through. But once it's out of here, we start to clear things out as we move towards your Saturday. In fact, Saturday, we're going to look at sunshine. Temperatures around 77. 88 as we move towards Sunday. So it is going to be a hot day there. 87 on Monday. Our next cold front arrives sometime Tuesday into Wednesday. That's going to bring some more chances to see our showers and thunderstorms around here, but it also ushers in that fall feel. Once again, temperatures will be into the upper 60s, low 70s. You're going to see those overnight lows into the 40s and 50s. By the time we get done with next weekend, we will see a lot more fall color around here on the trees. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to be looking at as we move towards next week, because when it comes to fall color, the reality is the sun angle does half the work, but you also need some cooler temperatures to really get some other colors to pop, especially those reds and purples. So yeah, we're going to talk more about fall color as we move towards next week as well.
As sad as I am to say goodbye to summer, I really am looking forward to those like 70s, like 71 next Thursday. That's perfect.
It is. And if it prompts the colors, hey, that's an added benefit.
All for it. All right, Chris Reese, thank you. The latest numbers this morning show 1 in 500 Americans have died from COVID-19 in the United States. The total now over 663,000 deaths. President Biden says it is now a pandemic of the unvaccinated, with only 63% of the eligible population being fully vaccinated. In Wisconsin, Forest and Buffalo counties have been deemed as having critically high COVID levels. No county has experienced that COVID activity since January.
If you or someone you know is looking for a shot, you can take action this weekend. Henry Viola Zoo is hosting a free clinic Saturday. It'll be from 10 to 2, available to anyone 12 and older. The Pfizer vaccine and Johnson & Johnson's vaccine will be available.
There are thousands of refugees currently in Wisconsin, but only some will actually stay in the state. According to numbers from the White House, just under 400 plan to resettle in the dairy state. California expected to get the most with nearly 5,300 refugees. Texas in second with only about 4,500. Currently, each Afghan evacuee is slated to receive $1,200 to help with rent, furniture, and food, along with being provided a small amount of pocket money.
Police have declared Brian Laundrie, the fiance of Gabby Petito, as a person of interest in her disappearance. This is a story making national headlines this morning as the search for the young woman continues. The couple were on a cross-country road trip and were last known to be headed from Utah to Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming last month. Laundrie returned to Florida on September 1st without Gabby, though. Her parents reported her missing 10 days later. Laundrie has declined to talk to police since the search began.
New overnight, one person is in critical condition after a home exploded in Ohio. This is new video out of Marion, about an hour north of Columbus. Medics on the scene found a person lying in the yard after that explosion. No one else was inside the home at the time. The cause of the explosion still under investigation.
So California Governor Gavin Newsom has survived the recall process, and now representatives in the state want to change the recall process. They say it's outdated and undemocratic.
We're simply saying that that accountability is good and that it needs to be maintained, but we have to look for ways to modernize it and to understand how it's been manipulated.
To recall a sitting governor, you need 12% of the prior gubernatorial election turnout to sign the recall petition. And while they got enough signatures to trigger a recall, the governor ended up staying in power with a 2-to-1 vote. Lawmakers say it's too easy to make that vote happen. And coming up on CBS This Morning, Major Garrett sits down with California Governor Gavin Newsom for his first interview since the rejected recall vote. 6:39 now. Outside this morning, chilly. It's in the 50s. Might want to grab a light jacket, but check out that sunrise. That's going to warm things up today nicely. We're looking ahead to your weekend in your certified most accurate forecast.
And walking for a cause. Where a Wisconsin woman is headed for the next 99 days and why.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? And who decides what's right? Is it right for an insurance adjuster to try to get you to settle for less than you deserve? Is it right to let victims struggle to pay their medical bills? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. It means doing what's right for you. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Goldman Cars is selling 2018 Ford Escape starting only $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. Goldman Cars is having a huge sale on 2018 Ford Escapes, very well equipped, starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
So hurry in today and just ask for my daughter, Crystal Epistle Gobin.
Or my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Go to Goldman Cars East or West with over 500 vehicles to choose from.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
For families who have lost loved ones to COVID-19, Susan Simon reveals how a federal program can help with funeral costs.
He was a wonderful man.
And how the family of a beloved school superintendent is benefiting. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
To be voted one of the top news stations in the country is a huge honor.
To be called the best in the industry is a great accomplishment.
Thank you for making News 3 Now WISC-TV.
Your first choice for excellence.
Well, good morning, Nora. Here's what we are looking at as we go throughout today. Temperatures are going to be warming up into the lower 80s. Look at that sun coming above the horizon. 81 degrees Temperatures will be into the lower 70s by the time we get you to about 7 o'clock later on this afternoon. But that sunshine really sticks with us. Here's Doppler track. Verona all dry for us this morning. Verona's going to be staying dry as we go throughout today. But our one chance to see more rainfall around here, it's going to move our direction as we move towards tomorrow. We're also going to watch more rain chances as we start to move towards the later part of the week. So here we are. We're looking at the rain. A stray shower is going to be possible as we move towards Friday into Friday night. Some additional rain chances come our direction Tuesday into Tuesday night and Wednesday. And that looks like it could be a widespread and soaking rain around here. Certainly something to watch. But today, absolutely beautiful sunshine all day long. Folks, remember to send in your videos. I will happily plan your day for you. Yesterday, we had Edgewood High School. Fantastic. So I'm still putting out that call to all of the schools and teachers in your classrooms to send out videos. Maybe it's a daycare. You've got little ones, but send in your videos. I'm happy to plan those days.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. Well, check this out. From the ground level, it's hard to see the big picture from up above.
So from the sky, you can tell if you take a look at your screen that those trees are growing in the shape of Minnesota. The unique formation can easily be seen in the air there from northern Minnesota. It was created in 1958. Its scale is actually pretty accurate.
That is pretty cool. Imagine the work that went into that.
Yeah, no
a lot of years ago.
I mean, it wouldn't look as good as if we did this with the state of Wisconsin. I'm just saying, but you're biased, though.
Hey, I love Wisconsin. It's a close number 2. Stevens Point woman walking all the way from Wisconsin to Texas. It's a walk to honor her mom who passed away from pulmonary fibrosis. Tony Langfellow reports.
99 days to go. We'll walk again tomorrow. 99 days to go. I've always thought, wouldn't it be fun to walk to an ocean?
And that's just what Mary Hesh is doing, walking to the ocean. From Stevens Point, she wants to bring awareness to pulmonary fibrosis, which her mom died of 25 years ago.
I'm feeling a lot of love. I hope that one day we find a cure.
Mary and her friends are walking for 99 days with an average of about 14 miles per day. That's a total of 1,439 miles, all walking.
I don't know, I've always loved to walk. So I think it's always been there. And now that I know my mom is in the ocean, that's where I'm going.
That's where her ashes are spread. Mary's father, Orville, is 93.
You got the first steps in there with me.
Yeah. And he's living proof that being a proud dad never gets old.
Well, it's awesome. Pretty brave.
It's an emotional walk that won't go unnoticed, with a goal to raise $50,000. All proceeds are going straight to the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation. Mary and her friends kicked off Wednesday with walking 18 miles.
I think it's a great cause, you know, and it's special to Mary, very special to Mary.
Although it's a long road ahead, Mary isn't going to give up on her mom.
I've never done this before, so I'm just gonna fight through it if there's pain, and I'm determined to finish the whole thing.
Boy. So far, Mary has already raised $13,000 of her $50,000 goal. Boy, her dad getting all choked up there. It really, I mean, gets you in the feels, and just talking about the bravery and the impact that she's making is pretty incredible. And that's no short distance either.
No, not at all. The journey, oh, that's got to be an emotional one for Mary. I want to follow this. Mary's from my hometown of Stevens Point. So that certainly piqued my interest, but the emotion behind the story and doing it for her mom, that's one worth watching.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long it takes her to get there, too.
Yeah, we're rooting for you, Mary. We'll be following you. Well, how about this? Real house fit for Winnie the Pooh.
I love this story, too. Airbnb is renting out the Bear B&B in honor of the story's 95th anniversary. To stay in it, you'll need to get to the UK, since it's in the Ashdown Forest, which inspired the 100-acre wood in the Pooh series. It's fit for Pooh and Piglet, Tigger, and all the characters from the tales.
Boy, this looks this looks great, doesn't it? They really did an outstanding job.
Brings me back to my childhood. I was a Winnie the Pooh fanatic.
Yeah?
We used to play in my hometown Pooh sticks underneath the bridge. There was a little creek that went into the lake in my hometown. So my sister and I, we'd drop the sticks and we'd race to see whose stick could get to the other side the fastest. So it's like, yeah, I know a lot of kids. I mean, honestly, Winnie the Pooh's been around for decades. So this is important for a lot.
It is a timeless classic.
It really is.
And it's one that, as a kid, like when you have parents, as a parent, when you have kids who you want to share some of those things that you enjoyed when you were kids. And Winnie the Pooh is definitely one of those for us. We have a good book that we like to read every once in a while. I like it, I think, more than my kids. But it's called Finding Winnie, the true story of the world's most famous bear. And it was fascinating. If you know Winnie the Pooh at all and you don't know the backstory, it's a great read and one for the kiddos.
I'm definitely going to look into that because I think I'm going to love it.
We have a Tigger on staff here. That's what Chris Reese's mom calls him every once in a while. I think it's because he's always just chock full of energy and everything. So that's cool.
And I'm 100% Pooh Bear. Always digging in for that food.
I guess I'll be Christopher.
Okay, Christopher Robin. All right, 6:49 right now, ahead in the morning sprint. We've got some breaking news just into the newsroom about the future of Summerfest.
First off, you got a little one turning 3 soon. We'd love to help you celebrate, so here's the information to send us a picture. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
At Pick and Save, we know that the slower a banana ripens, the longer it stays fresh. So we keep things fresher than fresh by ripening them slowly.
Bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's bananas.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
Home is where the heart is, and Feldco's here to make home even better. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest for 1 year. That'll keep your home and your family warm, safe, and comfortable all year long. Buy one window, get one free now, and let Feldco get your home ready for fall.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Habitat homes are built and bought by the hardworking families that live in them. Through affordable mortgages backed by your donations, Habitat Dane County offers a chance for these families to invest in their future and their community. Please donate or volunteer today.
No one has ever reinvented mattress shopping until now. The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. Start with a quick rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop the information and rating system on each bed. Did you know you can get great back support with a soft feel? It's true, and easy to find. Mattress shopping, reinvented, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people probably know that Geico could save them money on car insurance, right? You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help them save on boat insurance too. Oi! Okay, I'm ready to come in now. Hello?
I'm trying my best.
Seriously, I'm serious. Request to come ashore.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Good morning.
Good morning.
Get a sausage biscuit or a sausage McMuffin paired with hash browns. Each bundle just $2.
How do we make sure Pick and Save food is fresh? We put sensors on our coolers, and if something changes, we drop whatever we're doing to take care of it. That way, we can make sure Pick and Save food isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with First Lady's visit to Wisconsin. Dr. Joe Biden visited Pratt Elementary School in Milwaukee on Wednesday. Dr. Biden emphasized the importance of COVID-19 safety for children in schools. The trip was short before she traveled to Des Moines, Iowa to discuss how the Biden administration is supporting families through the American Rescue Plan.
Well, you've donated a little more than 200 coats so far in our Coats for Kids drive. We need to keep those donations coming, folks. We're collecting new and used winter gear at all Clinky Cleaners, who are going to then clean them for free. They'll then be distributed through the Community Action Coalition. We hope to get about 6,000 coats this year, so yeah, keep them coming.
A fairly new solar project at the Dane County Regional Airport is being called a win this morning. It was installed 9 months ago, but today it's already produced enough clean energy to power more than 1,200 Wisconsin homes for a year. Dane County is working with Madison Gas and Electric to have renewable energy options at all county facilities by 2024.
Breaking news. So Summerfest will return in June and July next year. New dates announced. A little change here. The festival is going to take place over 3 weekends like they did this year. The final weekend of the 2021 Summerfest kicks off tonight. Court records show a Dane County judge denied requests from Republican legislators and Kansas-based hunting group Hunter Nation to intervene in the suit against the Wisconsin DNR board chair. Fred Prain's term ended in May. He has not stepped down, though, since the governor appointed a new chair. The Attorney General also suing to remove Prain from the board. The legislators are seeking a stay of that decision while they appeal.
Dozens took part in the Darbo Peace Walk Wednesday. That walk hosted by the organization Mentoring Positives. The group mentors at-risk youth from across Dane County. Members also worked on ways to reduce violence in Madison in hopes of building a stronger community.
Well, you might want to check your bank account this morning. Families are getting the latest round of the IRS child tax credit payment. Most parents are going to get up to $300 for each child 6 years or younger, and $250 for kids between the ages of 6 and 17.
The Madison Night Market returns to downtown tonight for the second time this year. The market will be on State Street and Gilman Street from 4 until 9 this evening. If you can't make it tonight, the next night market is set for Friday, October 22nd.
2 organizations once connected to the Boy Scouts have reached agreements to settle sexual abuse claims. The Coalition of Abuse Survivors announced settlements with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Hartford Financial Services Group. The settlements total more than $1 billion. Of that, the church has agreed to pay $250 million.
We are going to be warming up into the low 80s as we go throughout today. Thankfully, that comes with sunshine for your entire Thursday as well. That's one of the 3 things to note that we're quiet for now. We are tracking rain chances tomorrow, though. They are on the decrease, and we do have temperatures that are going to be near 90. Still yet to come as we go through that extended forecast. But here's a look at those rain chances tomorrow. Cloud cover moves in towards the afternoon. Notice the rain chances are still pretty spotty out there. That's good news for outdoor activities. Bad news considering the fact that we're still really dry and could use some of that rainfall around here in southern Wisconsin. But we'll clear things out as we start to move into your Saturday. Saturday stays cooler for us into the 70s. We're close to 90 early next week. Another rain chance Tuesday and Wednesday.
Chris Reese, thank you, and thank you so much for joining us. Make it a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.